Welcome to GEPL Capital's and the market outlook video. In the previous session, we had discussed about the tariff impacts and the timeline that happened exactly on the tariffs. However, in this video, we will discuss certain updates that happened in this week itself. A lot of updates that has been happened, and we will be discussing on that and exactly how it impact the Indian economy as well as the Indian markets as well. So, without any further ado, let us start this video. And I'm Sanket from the Fundamental Research Analyst. So, let me share my screen and we will start the video right now. So these are the three key updates that happened in this week itself. So the first update will be on the Trump and Putin meet, which held on 15th of August. So this meeting is regarded as a high stakes meeting, given both the presidents will be discussing about the trajectory of war between Russia and Ukraine, and also the concerns regarding the European security. So Mr. Trump has also mentioned that if the talks with Russia does not go smoothly, then India could face additional tariffs. So, what exactly happened in this meeting? So yesterday, we got some updates, and we saw that the meeting was held for approximately 2.5 hours, and both the parties mentioned that this was a very productive meeting, and Mr. Trump was happy with this meeting, even though they did not discuss openly what exactly was the point that were discussed during this meeting. However, both parties mentioned that this meeting was very productive, and we should see some talks in the upcoming few days between Russian President Russian Prime Minister Putin and European countries as well as Ukraine as well to stop this war and regarding the land parcel which was occupied by Russia during this war. So overall, in a nutshell, both the parties confirmed that this meeting was very positive and we should see some further updates as well. In the next update, so after 18 years itself, S&P Global Rating has reached its long-term sovereign credit rating on India. This was the first time. So till now, over the last 18 years, India's rating was at triple B, which was the lowest investment rate. Triple B negative, I would say. However, now they have improved India's rating to triple B. So S&P has cited that the country's economic resilience and sustained fiscal consolidation, as well as no near-term downgrade risk for India despite US's 50% tariff were the key reasons we saw this upgrade in the rating from S&P Global. Furthermore, S&P Global has also recently, I would say just over the last few minutes, S&P Global Ratings has also upgraded their ratings on top 10 financial institutions of India, which includes SBI, HDFC Bank, Tata Capital. So this comes after the US-based agencies, India's raising of India's sovereign credit rating. So what exactly they mentioned, I would say is India's financial institution will continue to ride the country's good economic growth momentum, and these entities will benefit from the domestic focus and structural improvements in the system, such as in the recovery of bad loans. So we are seeing that NPAs of most of the companies are improving over the last few quarters, and plus we in the last RBI meet as well. Mr. Governor also mentioned that India should not be impacted much from this tariff duty as well. So overall, India's economic condition remains healthy despite the global macro uncertainties. So these are the key positive updates and which should benefit the market in the medium to long term perspective. On the next update, India's consumer price inflation, that is CPI, has been slowed down for the ninth straight month and it has reached the lowest since 2017. So consumer inflation fell on the back of declining food prices, and the CPI data came at 1.55% for the month of July 2025. So we also saw that India RBI has maintained that I would say monetary policy rate in the last week, and on the back of given the inflation data has been improving over the last 2 months. So these are some of the key positive updates that happened in this week itself, and it should overall be positive for the market as a whole. So in this slide, we could see that the Prime Minister yesterday on 15th August had made 10 big announcements. I had jotted down 10 big announcements for the Independence Day. So let's discuss one by one on this. And we will see it was overall very positive for common people as well as small businesses, given there were some updates. So the first update will be industry stand. So blood, Prime Minister mentioned that blood and water cannot go together. So the signal possible strategic shift in the India's water diplomacy with Pakistan. On the next update, he mentioned about the Operation Sindhu as well. And India reaffirms the deep strike capability and zero tolerance policy toward terrorism, reinforcing national security as well. On furthermore, pro-farmer pledge clear commitment, no policy will go against the interest of farmers, daily workers or fishermen. So this comes against the backlash by US, given US wants to sell their hybrid seeds into India, and how India has been being defensive against it and avoiding to bring hybrid seeds into India to protect the farmers' interests, given it would increase the competition between India itself and all the farmers income as well. So this third point is an important point as it has been discussed over the last few meetings as well. The next update will be made in India jet engines. So this comes against the boost to defense boost to the defense system overall of India and manufacture Indian-based engines, that is fighter jet engines and components as well, to increase the Atmanirbhar policy of Mr. Prime Minister and to increase the business of the defense companies. Furthermore, one key update, so GST 2.0, we would see GST 2.0 before Diwali. So this new version of GST will give lower taxes and simplified compliance is aiming to help the MSME and traders, as well as they have also mentioned to lower the GST on key products to 5 to 18%. Just let me give you some updates. So there are two structures, that is percent and ED structure. So items of common and everyday use such as food, medicines, educations will come under nil to 5% of GST. Furthermore, rate on insurance may be reduced from current 18% to either nil or 5%. Aspirational goods of data, which include light goods such as AC, TV, fixed, which is currently at 28% GST, will now be pocketed to 18%. Furthermore, 40% for SIM goods, which include tobacco and gutka, pan masala, and online gaming category will also come under the 40% SIM category of GST. Petroleum products will continue to remain outside of GST. So these are the key updates on GST, and we should see this GST 2.2 implemented day before Diwali. Okay. There is the Samudra Energy Mission, which is a national initiative to explore and develop offshore oil and gas reserves, strengthening the India's energy security, given the ongoing conflict with US regarding the purchase of Russian oil as well. So India is further improving its exploration capacity and develop offshore oil and gas reserves as well. On the employment side, they have also mentioned about the 1 crore jobs Rozgar Yojana and trying to boost employment in India and provide approximately 1 crore of new jobs. Global rating updates we discussed in the last slide, and new defense document, India stands will retaliate when happens, not that. So this comes against the tariff war as well as the Pakistan war as well. So this continue to maintain the India's economic growth overall. So that's I guess that's right. Overall, thank you for watching this video, and do like, share, and subscribe our GEPL Capital's YouTube channel. Thank you.